we're here for the African Festival, Drums Festival this year. How do you feel, I mean, about this, your drum again this year?
Well, I'm highly elated because last year was the Nigerian Drums Festival, and I was commissioned by Ogun State Government Ministry of Tourism and Culture to produce the world's tallest drum for them, which I did for two drums, a 15-feet drum and a 16-feet drum in height, and 5 and 6 feet in circumference respectively. And this year again, I was commissioned by them to produce for them 3 drums, the tallest being a 20-feet drum, next to that 18 feet, and the third 17 feet. All of them 5 feet and 6 feet in circumference, respectively. But the most interesting thing is when our government patronizes artists, it does not only provide support, it edifies the artist. It means the artist is being given recognition and appreciation for what they do. And there's nothing more gratifying than that. I'm very elated because I'm part of a success story. It was the Nigerian Drums Festival in 2016. This year it is African Drums Festival. It means the scope has been enlarged, expanded, broadened. So more countries are now coming in from Congo, from Togo, from Benin. I think it's a major step in promoting our rich arts and culture heritage. That's what I feel about it.
Okay, there are some designs on these drums that we have seen so far. What are these designs implying?
I was commissioned to produce 3 drums, and the 3 drums I produced is called Unity Drum. It means the family unit is the most important unit of the society. Without the family, if the family start having problems, the community start having problems, the society start having problems, the whole world start having problems. So what we have carved on the surface, reliefs on the drums, are symbols, patterns, and motifs that, showcases what our beliefs are, what our principles are, what our values are, because sometimes all you may have to do is take a look at an image and you understand what the whole story is about. So the essence of our drums is to promote the rich heritage of our people, the black race. And now they have created the African Drums Festival, which provides the perfect platform to do this.
Okay, this drum, is it the biggest or tallest in the world?
Well, the 3 drums are the tallest drums in the whole world.
Are you pursuing a Guinness World Record or something?
To me, that would be like an icing on my cake. Because when I first created the tallest drum in the world, that was in 2013, people asked me, are you going in for the Guinness World Record? I said, well, I do not need any institution to validate what I've accomplished. Time will tell. But I feel so glad in my heart that this is coming from Africa, and this is coming from a black man, that somebody, being me, given by the grace to do that by God Almighty, to conceptualize, design, and produce the tallest drum in the world, to tell the true African story. There's nothing more fulfilling to me than doing that.
How long did it take you to build each of the drums?
Originally it would have taken us months to produce the 3 drums, but we had to expedite the production process. So we had to produce in 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Yes, with my team.
Challenges, basically?
Yes. A lot of constraints. Nature played its role, finance played its other role, and human capacity.
If I were to buy one of these drums, how much do you think it is? Like, how much are you valuing one?
Well, I'm not the only one who can do these drums, frankly. But because it's commissioned, you don't regularly go to a museum or a gallery and you see, artifacts like this. So because it's quite rare now, it's going to be very valuable. What I mean by that is it's going to come at a price, So it's like a personalized item. You want to wear special shoes, you pay high for that. You want to wear a special belt, like designers, that's what it is. So when you come to me and you say you want to buy one of my drums, I'll tell you, okay, you're my friend, I'll charge you this X amount. And
you don't want to tell me on camera?
It's not like I don't want to tell you in camera. It's like you telling people this is your price for one item. It depends on what you want on a particular drum.
And It depends on the what the person buying it is placing on it.
Exactly. So that determines how much we decide to charge per one or for a couple.
Okay, so are you looking at building something taller than this in maybe in the nearest future?
You know, somebody called me from South Africa a couple of weeks ago and they asked me, we heard you created the tallest drum in the world and we want to do something. And I gave them a guide. I do not expect me to hold a title for all of eternity. I started something. If somebody came up and did 21, I'll be glad because I'll think, oh, I created a standard. This guy built on it. There's nothing more fulfilling than that. I do not expect to hold the record of creating the tallest drum in the world and, you know, feel nobody should do it or nobody can do it. I've already done something. People should expand and build on what I've done. To me, it's very fulfilling.
Okay, so if someone does like 21 feet, something taller than this now, do you think it will challenge you to maybe do something like 25 feet or something?
You know, frankly speaking, a lot of people ask me this same question time and time again, and I tell them simply that there is no way they're going to talk about somebody who's made something taller than I have done without talking about me. My story will be part of the story of that person. Because if you want to talk about the tallest building in the world, it wasn't in Dubai before, it was in America. You know, but now if they're going to talk about the chronicle, the history of the tallest buildings in the world, they're going to mention where it started from or where it was before the current where it is. So that's the way I feel about it.
Okay, so what's next? What's the next thing for you after this? Do you have other world records that you want to talk about?
Yeah, I currently have the longest cap in the world, which currently measures 350 feet.
We have the cap here?
No, I don't have it on the premises, but I have it. You know, I can send you pictures to see them. I took it to Ghana, you know, for the 60th independence anniversary in March, 6th of March this year. But the essence of that drum was inspired
cap.
The essence of the cap was inspired by the United Nations General Assembly's declaration in 2015 of 2015 to 2024 as the International Decade for People of African Descent. What that simply means is that black people all over the world should showcase what they have contributed to civilization today. So why I've created that cap is to, you know, add textile from different parts of Africa and take the cap on a Renaissance expedition to 1,000 cities across the world. And why I'm doing this is because I want to stimulate and engage people. I want us to have, there are black innovators, there are black inventors, there are black scientists, but I want us to have more of them. And I want us to have a visible platform where we can, you know, have a common ground to share ideas, to promote what we do, you know, to synergize. So my cap, if I'm going to Gambia, I'm going to get to Gambia and find textile from Gambia and add it to my cap, you know, to tell a part of the textile heritage of the Ghanaian people, the Gambian people. And then, like I went to Ghana, I bought special you know, the kente stuff was beautiful. I bought some and I added to my cap, and I was hosted to a press briefing by the United Nations Information Center in Accra, you know, to show some support for what we do, you know, like a collaboration, you know, to commemorate the International Decade for People of African Descent. So my cap is my next project, and currently I've only been to, I've been to all the states in Nigeria though. I've only been to, out of Nigeria now, I've been to Ghana, I've been to Accra. So it is Sierra Leone's independence anniversary on the 27th of this month. So I intend to be there, you know, as part of my voyage, you know, to meet with people in government, people in the professional circle, you know, people in all sphere of discipline, so that we can, you know, chart out ways and costs to promote what we do and promote Africa, you know, so that it will become a leading industrial, economic, and, you know, successful continent.